Hello, and welcome to a little walkthrough of how to customize my Avali VTuber. As you can see, I've just got it in the default white right now, but I'm gonna walk through how you can edit it within VTube Studio. So yeah, to start off with, you're actually gonna want to make sure you've got the shapes that you want. Like if you want any different like feather hairstyles or stuff like that. It's helpful if you've already got a reference picture of your Avali next to you so you know exactly what you want it to look like. So I've actually already made expressions within the file itself for all the different toggles that you might need for this. So hopefully it should all be there for you already. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna create a new one. And you're going to choose the hotkey action. You're going to do set and unset an expression. And then you're going to choose which of these you would like to apply. So for example, I want to apply this hairstyle. You can just use any key for this right now. If I do that, then suddenly I have a hairstyle. And you can go through these and try them out, right? You can switch it to see if it does something else, and just experiment a bit to work out what each thing looks like if you're not quite sure. And as soon as you want to make another one, you just add here, do the same thing, set and unset expression. Another thing to keep in mind is if you want to have different colored patterning, you need to enable those here. So for example, if I want a head block, you can't actually see at the moment because I haven't recolored it. But when I do recolor it, it will mean that the element will be colored separately. So that's just a quick example of that. If I now want to go and edit it, you'll see if I go to customize model, customize multiply / screen color, I select here, I say okay. And I can search for the fill. If I search these, because I've enabled it, now if I do this, I can change the color of that fill, but if I hadn't enabled it earlier, I wouldn't be able to. So that should now work. It's worth noting that for the face specifically here, you will need to match the color for both the face color and the muzzle because these are separate. But hopefully that won't be too much of a difficulty, as long as you remember to do it. And you can just copy and paste the hex code as well to make it exactly the same. So now, as a bit of an example, I've got my friend's Avali here, who I'm going to use as a vague reference to customize this. I'll speed up the process for you though.
This is when I make a choice. I will build a time contraption. I will start a chain reaction. Know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to tell the archaeologists that I never want to miss. Featherhead.
Okay, that should be all the green parts.
Liar, liar, wings on fire. Now the clock ticks, and I hope this will fix all the present world tricks. Farewell, Mr. Archaeopteryx.
It's obviously not as perfect as it could be in terms of customization, but that is sort of the nature of a customizable base, is it can only be so customizable. There's a couple other things worth keeping in mind. It's important to make sure you save active expressions so that you don't need to toggle all of these every time you load the avatar. You're also, of course, free to do things in a different order. Like if you change the colors and then do the toggles, like you can go back and forth and work out what looks best for you, absolutely. If you do want to get more funky with it, there are more things you can do in the customization screen, such as making different items exclude from any lighting effects. So for example, if you have parts of your character that glow in the dark, you would want to select those in that setting to make sure that they aren't affected by any scene lighting. If I turn these off, if I turn the pupils off, it means that they won't be affected by darkness in the visual effects of VTube Studio. In my example, I also did everything on multiply mode. You can change the screen mode as well. If you want to make anything like the eyelashes lighter, you can do that. But because most of the model is white, you just want to use multiply to make it a different color. So hopefully that's helpful. Feel free to mess around, honestly. VTube Studio might warn you of certain effects going against the artist's permissions, but you have my word right now. I'm happy for you to use this however you want to. If you are more proficient with Live 2D, you can also take it into there and edit it yourself. Mess around with new textures, re-import the PSD with different colors and detailed texturing. Feel free. I'm so excited to see what people make with this.